In order to create a graph, the first thing you have to do is register. And when you're registered to become a member, when you log in, a new tab will pop up called Create Graph. Just press that, and the interface for the software will show up. And once that does, we're going to go through sort of a menu to figure out what we want. First thing we want to do is pick out a symbol. Why don't we do a mini S&P chart? The begin date that you see there, you always want to go back to a date prior to the date you're looking for. So we're going to go back, we want to look, and then you want to look at the type of period. You want to look at daily, weekly, monthly profiles. We'll look at weeklies here. The start time is when I want to start looking at the data or collecting the data, and I like to start looking at when European markets open around 2 o'clock and stop watching it or when New York closes, okay? Well, in this chart, we're going to look at some of the summary profile. We're also going to include the value areas, and we're going to look at about 7 profiles. So we're going to hit Create Graph. The more data you ask for, the longer it's going to take to generate these graphs. Anyway, you can click to enlarge it. If you right-click on the graph, you'll be able to save that as a picture, or is it? And all the data that's involved in all the data that's in the chart is in a spreadsheet below. You can export that as well. There's also a box you can toggle. I use that to check for dimensions for length and width to see if a market's had an above average move or a below average move. That's what the data table's for. You can also see in the chart that you've got your color codes, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to make another chart, all you simply have to do is go back up, hit Create Graph, and the interface should pop back up. So here, let's just change it up a little bit. Look at Caterpillar. We'll look at it by month. And let's just look at about 4 of those. I've got to go back a little bit. Like I said, you have to go back to a day prior to the one you're looking for. And just hit Create Graph. And after the graph is created, you can see we have Caterpillar for the last 4 months and the summary of all of them. If you have any questions, please contact me. I'd be happy to help. Thanks for taking a look at MacroGraph. A bit more about this, contact me. Thanks.